guys! Welcome back to another video of Kite and Edge Fun Channel. So today, I'ma just do something just for fun. We're gonna be talking about my top 5 favorite video games. So let's go! So I'm gonna put my favorite games in order. So Uncharted, this is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's all in order. Uncharted, Last of Us, Bloodborne, It Takes Two, and God of War 3. So we're gonna be talking about Uncharted first and why I love that game so much. I think Uncharted had like a very big impact because when I first played it, I was like 9 years old at the time, and my dad told me that there was a new free game. There was a new free game called Uncharted. At first, it may seem crazy, but the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection was all the bundle where it has like 3 games in it. Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 were all free. So I was like, this is a new game, let's give it a shot. And when I first played it, I was blown away by how good the game was. And at first I was like, at first when it was like, it had very good graphics, but when I look back at it now, it was like meh, because it was an old game, since it was like made in the not 90s, in the 2000s, like 2000, I don't know, but the graphics were insane at the time because I just only played like Mortal Kombat and Lego Jurassic and all those kinds of fun games. But when I first played Uncharted, it was like the most fun thing ever. I think I played it like back to 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 back, like multiple times. It was mostly Uncharted 3 because I was waiting for Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4, I was blown away by how insane the graphics was, and that was the game where it changed the graphics of the Uncharted Drake's collection. So I was very weirded out by the graphics because we had much more better games now after that, because the only 3 games that I only played at the time were Lego Jurassic, Mortal Kombat, Uncharted, and that was it. I didn't have anything else to play. Those were the only 3 games that I was playing at the time. Yeah, that was it. So that changed a lot for me back then. Uncharted 4 changed the graphics. The story really didn't change for me. I still love the game so much. We still have the game to this day. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Uncharted and The Last of Us are tied, because I love those games. I played it back to 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 back multiple times. And yeah, let's talk about The Last of Us now.
Don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad. And we are going our separate ways.
Uncharted had a very big impact. Also had a very big impact to me when I was playing it at the time. So originally, that game was bought for my dad, but I played it first. I finished it first. I played it multiple times. My dad didn't really play it that much since he's not used to those kinds of games. It's not like he's not used to like the camera next to the shoulder kind of thing. So he gets kind of dizzy most of the times. Yeah. So what I like about the game is the atmosphere, the gameplay, the graphics. Graphics at the time, they were really, it was really fun. I love the combat to it. I love how you like to, because at the time I really wondered what I should do to a zombie apocalypse. I didn't know that The Last of Us was based off of a zombie game. So I just played it, and really fun. Yeah. So that was fun. We're gonna play The Last of Us Part 2 soon, since we still don't have it. Yeah. Now that I've talked about my two favorite games that I'm pretty sure are tied on the list, let's talk about Bloodborne.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
When I first played Bloodborne, it was very difficult and it was very hard for me. I didn't know what to do, so I had Edge to help me. I had to play 2 accounts. I had to make multiple accounts just so that I will understand, so that I can understand Bloodborne. It was very difficult for me at the time. For now, it's like very easy. I still couldn't beat Orphan of Kos, so yeah, very embarrassing, because I played it like multiple times, and sometimes I skip the DLC because the plan I was supposed to do is I will kill all of the bosses from the main story, and then I would go to the DLC and finish that off. I didn't really complete it that much. So yeah. What I liked about the game was how good the atmosphere was. It has a very good like atmospheric theme, and I had like very cool designs to the boss, because the Uncharted and Last of Us had only people as bosses, but in Bloodborne there were monsters. So it was like I was blown away by how good the game was, and yeah, it was very good. And you get it. You know how good. You guys know how good Bloodborne is. Bosses, perfecto. And the characters in them are dope. They're so dope, and so it was very fun. Now it's on to It Takes Two.
What is this? What is it? Oh, help! Hello! Help!
Cody, I'm trying to sleep. Shut up.
May? May, is that you?
Oh, Cody! Why'd you look like a blob of clay?
Why do you look like a wooden doll?
What I like about It Takes Two is the gameplay to it, and how you cooperate with your friends or your family members that play video games, like me and Edge. Both play video games, and we love the game and love how we cooperate in the game. The boss in there are so creative. They're like toolboxes, vacuum cleaners, and all that stuff. And the gadgets in the game are very creative and very cool. Characters in there, not so much. So yeah, that's what I like about It Takes Two. Also, there are some parts that me and Edge fight on because it was very, very hard. Our teamwork isn't that much, or isn't really that good. If you watch our previous streams about It Takes Two, you'll see why. Because we stream it every day. And each and every one of the parts. That's why we love about that game. That's what we love about that game. Why it's very, very cool. And you guys should try it too. Yeah. Now let's talk about God of War 3.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
So when we first got God, my dad bought it for us, but I didn't really like it at first. But when I continued on playing it, it was really fun. Really, really, really fun. The gameplay of it was very cool. The way you like things that you do with the enemies was really cool. The Zeus boss battle was very, very awesome. The way in the ending you like yeah, it was very, very awesome and very, very creative. So I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, smash that like button, and always remember, fly high and stay strong. Wow!